Is college really worth going? In today's society, a college education is no longer an option, nor a privilege, but rather a necessity. We are practically raised and conditioned to believe that we need some sort of a higher degree of formal education in order to succeed in life. This ideal is summed up in this anonymous code. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. But as technology is constantly advancing and computers are running almost everything, is a college education really necessary? The elite class in our society consists of individuals that may have studied in America's finest Ivy League colleges for years, while others have reached their degree of success without ever setting a foot inside their classroom. However, there are some pros and cons for going to college. According to Washington Post and Admissions Lab report, the main reason why people go to college is not because they have to or they want to, because it is necessary. Most high school seniors are pressured by their guidance counselors and their parents to go to college because it is the right thing to do. The student may have a different approach or a different idea about what they want to do in their life, but because they think that these mentors know what is best for them, they might end up doing something they do not want to do, but resulting in misery and resentfulness. Let's face it, college is a societal prestige. Most people go to college for the title of being called a college student. For some young people, it is a graceful way to get away from home, but still have their financial support from their parents. According to Forbes, they fear that society will frown upon them if they do not go to college. The doctrine that is instilled into our minds is that in order to be a citizen of America, one should have some sort of college education. Being a college student is perhaps a more respectable role than being, for example, a janitor or a garbage man because of the negative connotations such jobs receive. Going to college and getting a degree does not necessarily guarantee that an individual is going to get a job right after their graduation. It is hard out there in this economy and in these years for graduates to find a good job, since there is so much competition due to increasing accessibility of college education. Even if they do get a job, it is usually usually not what they got the degree in, but they have to work to pay off their college debt. Many college students would feel that college is a waste of money because they did not learn what they want to. Instead, they have to take classes that have close nothing to do with their major, but are only taking these classes in order to fulfill a general education requirement. Taking these classes that someone won't need is just wasting time that could be spent more on other classes within their major. Plus, if anyone does poorly in these classes, it will bring down their overall GPA, which is so important for their major. Upon graduation, some feel that they are at a disadvantage because more time could be spent within the area of their major instead of learning something else that does not require that education to be in their major. The major reason for going to college is, of course, to get a good job. College prepares us with academic knowledge in order to succeed in life and in future. According to Ernest Border's concept, New American College, higher education is essentially for preparation for one's future. He states that, in spatial terms, teaching and learning may begin in a classroom, but coursework also spills over into the life of the campus and the community. Students engage in experiential learning and co-curricular activities that abstract ideas and anchor them in real-life problems. As the competition to get a decent job is increasing, it is close to impossible to obtain high-paying job without at least a bachelor's degree. Many jobs that only you want their workers to have a high school diploma now also require for them to get some sort of college education or some sort of college degree. Another way college is worth money, however, is because of the few institutions that often contain people of different ethnicity and different backgrounds. So people who go to college, they mix with those people to obtain and develop their communicative skills because they're exposed to unfamiliar cultures and get open-minded. This is necessary for the fact that the person does not want to become ignorant towards a certain culture at some point of their life. College is like a stepping stone to becoming a responsible adult. However, because for the first time most people are practically on their own, it is completely different from high school. But not only that school has to deal with, but you have to juggle your personal time and financial state as well. We go away to college on our own time. But bills have to be paid, time has to be managed efficiently, and deadlines have to be met, just like in the real world. College is not about getting a good job, but about acquiring knowledge and broadening one's horizon. A lot of courses that are at school are not needed for a certain major, but are just there for interested people who want to learn more about a certain subject. A professor explained this goal by breaking this down into 3 aspects. The specific goals for the education function are derived. This function is intended to help students develop as a person in 3 aspects. First, cognitive learning. By expanding their knowledge and intellectual powers, effective development by enhancing their moral, religious, and emotional interests and sensibilities. And third, professional competence. By improving their performance in citizenship, work, family life, and consumer choice, health, and their practical affairs. It is sometimes just as good as to be an intelligent person and know about a lot of things instead of being someone who makes a lot of money. But in the end, all in all, college definitely has its pros and cons. It all depends on your own decisions. College can build up your life and give you knowledge that you will need in your whole life, in your whole future. But it also gives you a higher role in society. It can be the best time of your life, but it's only what you make of it. You can also take the pessimistic view about it and think that college is a waste of money. Or you can look at it as a challenging and exciting new frontier that will set the precedent for your success for the rest of your life. Thank you. Any questions?
What proof do you have about it?
The proof I got was, it's not what I wrote in this outline, but I got my proof from Forbes.com, from New York Times, and from Chronicle Report. So they basically did research on those. They basically did a research on why people should go to college and why is it really worth it going to college. They listed all the pros and cons for it too. And plus, I also interviewed one of my professors, and they stated the 3 aspects of going to college that I previously explained. Any other thoughts?
Do you think what is worth going?
College is definitely really worth going because for now, you have to work really hard, and that really bothers someone, and that's really annoying. And some people just don't like to work hard or study because it's too much of a hassle. But in the end, it also pays off because you make a lot of money and you have a respectable role in your society. So people are going to respect you because you went to college. So that is really important for your future, and especially for this generation, because in this economy and in this world, you need some sort of college education to be something in the future. That's it. Any other questions? That's it. All right. Thank you guys. And these are my 5 audience members.
and my sister was taking the video. Thank you.